Prefixes that give a negative meaning, Unit 1, Lesson 1, Derivational Relations Study for the SOL Reading Remediation course, grades 9 through 12. The students will identify select prefixes that give a negative meaning to a base word. The technology standards addressed in this lesson are communication and collaboration, and the demonstration of a sound understanding of technology concepts, systems, and operations. The state standard addressed in this lesson is that students will apply knowledge of word origins, derivations, inflections, analogies, and figurative language to extend vocabulary development. The students will identify the prefixes and what each means. The students will also explain how the addition of a prefix changes the meaning of the word. The students will also learn how to spell words correctly. In order to prepare for this lesson, a teacher would need to develop word sort cards, and set up a Blackboard discussion. Students will be engaged by participating in the word sorts, completing blind word sorts, where the reader reads the word, the student identifies the category the word should go into. Also, students will participate in word hunts, and the student will learn to spell words. Adaptations for special learners. Gifted learners could increase the number of words to sort and spell. They could increase the number of words on page to read. And the students could also search for words that have prefixes that do not give a negative meaning to the word. So exceptions to the rule is what they'd be looking for. If you have some special needs students in your classroom, you could increase the amount of times you're reading the words or they're looking at the words. You could reduce the number of words to sort and spell. You could reduce the number of words on a page to read. Variations for the lesson can be changed to work with any vocabulary terms in any subject area with any grade level. Evaluation will be that the students will decrease the amount of time it takes them to sort words correctly. The students will spell words correctly on a test. And the students will sort words into appropriate categories. The students will also be able to find words that fit into the categories in their own reading. So on to the lesson of prefixes in, un, dis, and mis. Prefixes are units added to the beginning of a word. A base word is the word to which prefixes and suffixes are added. If you take these parts below, in plus tolerant gives you intolerant. You see in is our prefix, tolerant is our base word, giving us the new word intolerant. I'd like you to look at the following words as they appear on your screen. Using what you know about prefixes, how would you sort these words? I'm going to give you a hint. You're going to look at 4 different categories. So go ahead on your own, try and just sort these words into the 4 categories. And you can go ahead and check your answers with mine. Seem pretty simple, right? What did you notice about the meanings of those words? For example, the word uneasy means not easy. So here the prefix un means not. Some of the other prefixes that give negative meanings, we already went over which means not or the opposite of, in, which also means not, mis, which means bad or badly, and dis, which means not or the opposite of. You have to kind of be careful. Sometimes they'll try and trick you, where it doesn't really mean the opposite of the word. For example, disease, mistake, and mischief. Here we look at the double S rule. The word misspell. Why must there be a double S in that word? Why is it important to keep both S's? And this is one of the most commonly misspelled words. And the reason behind that is that the double S, one goes with the prefix, miss, the other goes with the base word. In order to keep meaning for both parts of a word, you have to have the two S's. We're now ready to do the word sort. What you're going to do is go to your Edline site, and under assignments you're going to download your prefix word sort cards. The following video will help us understand how to do a word sort. You're going to take your words out of the packet. You're going to place them all face up so that you can see the words. Once you have them all face up, you can go ahead and begin to sort them into different categories. And remember, you're looking at prefixes in this lesson. And as you can see, the student in this example has already identified his 4 categories, and he's kind of moving the other words out of the way to allow himself room to place the words as he reads them. As you practice your word sorts, you can have a partner or yourself keep time and try and decrease the amount of time it takes you to do a word sort. So try and get faster at doing it. The next activity you're going to do is go on a word hunt. Using our book for literature circles, I'd like you to pick a chapter and go through that chapter and see how many words you can find with the prefixes that we've been using in class. Once you've found your words, post them on the Edline discussion board with the title of the chapter and the page numbers they were found on. You may also look at your peers' words, kind of take a look and see who found the most. The next activity we're going to do is called a blind sort. The student in this video will show you how to set up your paper for a blind sort. You're going to go ahead and take your paper. You're going to fold it into 4 sections. And then you're going to go ahead and open it back up, and there are your 4 boxes. You can go ahead and draw on the lines to help differentiate between each box. You can also just add the titles of the prefixes that you'll be using to the top of each box. And then when you're ready, you can go on to the next slide, and I'll begin calling out words for you to go ahead and sort. Okay, as we begin the word sort, I'm going to call words out. You're going to go ahead and place them on your paper in the appropriate spot. The first word is incredible. The next word is discontinue. Number 3, mistrusted. Number 4, misstep. Number 5 is unexpected. Number 6 is inconsiderate. Number 7 is discard. Number 8 is misprints. Number 9 is incapable. Number 10, uncomfortable. Number 11 is disaster. Number 12, unbearable. Number 13, inaudible. 14, misgivings. 15, disarm. 16, inadequate. 17, unarmed. 18, misfit. 19, disapprove. 20, unbroken. 21, misconduct. 22, inaccurate. 23, disappointment. 24, unattached. 25, inability. 26, disadvantage. 27, misbehave. You can now go ahead and check your answers. See if yours matched mine. Check the spelling of each word on your paper. You're now ready to complete the final assessment. In the assessment, you'll be asked to identify the meaning of each prefix. You'll also be given a list of words to spell. If you think you need more practice, feel free to repeat any of the activities as many times as you would like. Good luck. The 3 sources that I used for this lesson are the Words Their Way Word Sort and Derivational Relation Spellers, 2nd edition, the Wilson Reading and System Instruction Manual, and the Teaching Reading Resource Book for kindergarten through 8th grade.